I do this once a semester, all my classes, and this year it's especially exciting that I'm doing this today because I'll tell you in a second. Did I say something funny? It's not funny to me. It's serious, pretty serious business what I'm talking about today. All right? I know. I'm going to explain. I'll tell you in just a second. I promise I will. All right. Okay. All right. You ready? You ready? You guys ready? All right. Today we're going to talk about destiny. Somebody tell me, what is destiny? What does that mean, destiny? Your destiny. Notice I put on the board, control yours. What does that mean? What does that mean? Somebody tell me. What is destiny? You hear it all the time, right? What does that mean? Isabella, you know what that means?
Mm-hmm. When you're kind of, like, your life has been prepared and it's like nothing can change it, that's like what's going to
Good.
happen.
You were meant to do something, right? Good. Say that again, Isabella. That was perfect. You get that right on. Go ahead.
You're meant to do something and nothing can change it.
Right. You were put here for the purpose, right? You were put here for a purpose. Does anybody feel they know their destiny yet? Does anybody know their destiny yet? Some young kids might. Some young kids say, my destiny is to go to college and be a astrophysicist. Some kids might say, my destiny is to go be a medical doctor and find a cure for cancer. Okay, now, you're only in the 9th grade, so you don't know your destiny. The majority of you not yet. Okay, and let me tell you, when I was your age, I didn't know my destiny either. I didn't realize until later on in life, about maybe 15, 20 years ago, what I was put here to do. All right, and Isabella hit that perfect. You are destined to do. And when you find out things, it's kind of like the stars and planets line up, right? How many of you ever been in a situation and you ran across somebody that you haven't seen in years? And I mean, you just felt like, and it was like, God, we were destined to see each other, okay? When people fall in love, they feel like, oh my God, my destiny, I was destined to meet this person, okay? Well, folks, I believe in destiny because I believe my destiny was to be a high school teacher and a high school coach, all right? Because what I'm going to show you today is, I'm going to show you, I didn't realize at the time how important football was to me until about 15, 20 years ago when I watched this video and understood the things that took place. All right, now, I am not getting religious on anybody in this room. If you believe your faith is you, we all believe different, we all have different faiths. I'm telling you my personal story. I believe God put me here to be in front of you and to coach football. And I'm going to show you a video today that showed me, all right, my senior year in high school, okay? I want you to kind of use a little background knowledge. My senior year in high school, I was going to Rancho High School. There were only 9 high schools in Las Vegas, Nevada at the time. How many are there now? A lot, right? There's over 30 high schools plus all the magnet and charter schools, so there were a ton of schools. So there were only 9 high schools in 1988, all right? Let's see. It was Rancho, in the conference, this was our conference. Rancho, Vegas, El Dorado, and Basic. On the other side was Western, Clark, Shap, Valley, and I'm forgetting one more. Bonanza, okay? So that was the 9th school. So there's 9 schools total, all right? So you played everybody, all right? So our town, I grew up in a small town. Las Vegas is just now getting big. Everybody understand that? This used to be a small community. To come to this school, when I was in high school, you'd have to pack a suitcase to come this far, okay? Because you understand right now, we're on Mount Charleston. Does anybody know where Mount Charleston is?
Yeah.
Has anybody been to Mount Charleston?
Yeah.
There's a street right back here that'll take you right to it now, right? So, but back when I was growing up, this was a very, very long way. So we were in a small town, and your high school, you took pride because it was your community school, right? There, in North Las Vegas at that time, there was no Mojave High School. There was no Desert Pines High School. There was no Canyon Springs. There was no Cheyenne High School, okay? So all those schools, everybody came to Rancho. And then also, we had a lot of the military kids in our school. How many of you heard of Manch? Anybody know what Manch is? Manch is, you heard that? It's a base, right? It's a housing base for the military folks. Those kids came to school with us. So we had the North Las Vegas kids, plus we had the base kids, and so we were able to all work together, and we were extremely proud of our high school. You guys see the tattoo that I wear on my shoulder of my high school. You see I hang up my jacket because I'm extremely proud of my high school. We still get to this day, my high school buddies get together informally, and we have some kind of rancho reunion. How many of you know where Mountain Crest is on Durango? Anybody know where Mountain Crest Park is? About a month ago, had an informal reunion at Mountain Crest Park. All right, we called it the Northtown Get Together. All the kids from Rancho High School. One of our old coaches passed. We had at a local bar down on Tenale and Craig. We all get together. We are very close to this day. Now, a lot of high schools aren't like that. All right, you guys at the high school level now. Some of you, how many know somebody who's been in 3 different high schools since they've been in high school? Yeah, right? Some kids jump school to school to school. Well, what that does is, folks, that doesn't promote any ownership. You understand that? You don't care. If you're going to be at this school 1 year, that school 1 year, you're not going to really buy in, okay? But, folks, my older brother went to Rancho, I went to Rancho, my younger sister went to Rancho, so that's all we were going to do is go to Rancho High School, all right? We grew up in North Las Vegas, so we went to Lincoln Elementary, Jim Bridger Middle School, JD for 9th grade, and then we went to Rancho High School for our 10th, 11th, 12th grade year. All right? So, I'm kind of the new guy on the block, kind of, because I was living on the west side. About the 2nd grade, I moved over to Northtown. We talked about Western, right? I would have been going to Western if I would have stayed in that current house, that house at the time. So, I moved to Northtown. Northtown was kind of like the new area at the time. My parents both had decent jobs. My parents were casino employees, okay? My mom was a maid at the Riviera, and my dad was a butcher at the at the Sahara Hotel, and my mom was at the Riviera. And at that time, you could make a decent living working in a casino. Because my dad that was a skilled labor job, cutting meat. My mom was a maid, so decent wages plus the tips she made. So we lived an okay life growing up. So we moved to North Las Vegas. I go to Rancho High School. I joined a football program. All right, our freshman year we were good. We crushed everybody. I think we might have lost 1 game. Sophomore year, same deal. We lose 1 game. Junior year, we are flat out loaded. You hear me? When I say loaded, I mean we are talented from top to bottom. The seniors were good. My class, the juniors, were good. We won 4 games that year. We could not get along, all right? We were hotshot juniors, they were hotshot seniors, and we were not a team. Understand that? Does everybody understand? Anybody been part of teams like that? You got good players, but not a good team. And sometimes a good team will, would you say, Ashton, you know that? You heard that film before?
Yeah.
Right? It happens. Yeah, right. Okay. We're not going to, no point. Hush. All right? You know it. You've been on those teams. Extremely talented, but it doesn't get done. And that's what happened to us. We did not get it done. So we now become seniors in 1988. And once again, we're still loaded. We're that junior class now that goes up to become seniors. All right, we're predicted. We are loaded. We have an outstanding quarterback by the name of Anthony Lewis. And let me tell you where those stars and planets start to line up. Anthony Lewis was probably the best quarterback in the state. He plays professional baseball right out of high school. He goes to the Cardinals organization. Well, later down the road, he has kids. His kids went to Arborview, and one of them now is the defensive coordinator at Legacy High School that I am coaching against all the time. I name my oldest child after this guy. My oldest child's name is Jamal Anthony Evans because of Anthony Lewis. Also, Greg Anthony. I don't know if you ever remember Greg Anthony. Greg Anthony was a great UNLV Rebel who played for the Knicks, and now he's an NBA analyst now. You see him on TV all the time now. Those two guys motivated me. Remember we talked about the other day about don't be ashamed to be smart? Well, I wanted to be a smart athlete, and I followed those two guys. They were well respected. They were both great athletes. And the one that I named my son after, he was just like me. He played baseball, basketball, and football. Okay? So, and he was a hell of a lot better than I was in all three. Okay? I was okay. He was real good. I just imagine I wanted to be like him because he was so talented. He was such a great person. So I named my son. I named my own personal child after that kid because of the impact he had on my life. And he's still here today. I think he's running a baseball cage or something, but he played a lot of years in pro baseball. All right? So, get back to the story. We get a chance to go in our senior year. We're playing. We end up winning the state championship, okay? All right? And that was that determined my outcome in life, my destiny, because of that game. And what I'm going to show you in this video today is I want you to see the things that took place that said, oh, yeah, it was your destiny. You couldn't write a movie script any better than what this thing happened. How many of you watch 30 for 30 on ESPN? Anybody watch those at all? Paul, you watch those, right? Yeah, sometimes, Josh, you watch a couple of them. I got a real live one for you today. You ready? All right? You heard the background. I gave you all the story about my high school, right? I want you to watch this video. Watch this video and tell me what you think. Now, I'll narrate videotape to the screen when it comes up, okay? My football kids in the room, you can appreciate this. You ever get it fired up here? All right. All right. Now, I'll kind of narrate this story as we go. If it'll play. If it'll play. Come on, baby. Play the game. I hear it. Be patient. All right, here we go. All right, now, hit the light, and I'll kind of narrate it as we go, okay? Here we go. All right, 1988. This is our senior year. It's called Championship Drive, and I'll explain to you why we call it the Championship Drive, okay? Now, Rancho High School is no longer in the same place. They built a brand new school, turf field, so my class was the last one to ever win a state championship in football, okay? This is my college roommate, my best friend Shane, and this is me over here. The colored kid. That's me there. All right. This young man had a stroke later. I ran to him across the store. This young man, he's blocking in the white, just recently passed. Scott Shaw. He became a music producer, doing a lot of club stuff here in town, passed. All right, this young man really got into gangs big time. Younger brother was killed. Okay, so we had those problems at our school. Coach Barbeau's now an administrator, and Coach Springer was an administrator for a lot of years, but was our head football coach, okay? Now, what I want you guys to see, this is the first game of the season, okay? We started off pretty good, okay? We play a very good Chaparral. Chaparral was a very affluent school, okay? This is me right here, 51. I had a mohawk just like everybody else, okay? All right, now, this is how we win the first game of the season. We win 6-0 on a punt return. Tyrone Woods takes it, okay? That's how we win the ball game. 6-0. First game of the season. All right? Now you got to remember, this was the first time videos and things like this were done. You can see how old and grainy it is, but this was the first time they did highlight videos. All right? Chaparral, big, strong. They were the Arborview of their time. Bishop Gorman. This is Bishop Gorman. Okay? We kicked the snot out of Bishop Gorman. We beat him something like 42-17. Okay? Now, let me start talking about those planets and stars lining up. All right? Let me show you the people involved in this on this football team. Watch this kid right here, number 90. See this kid who just got the interception? That's Coach John Gibbons. He's a defensive coordinator at Arborview High School right now, number 90. We went to Mesa Community College and New Mexico Highlands together, and now we're coaching against each other, number 90. Watch again. I told you our quarterback, the one I named my son after, very talented athlete, way ahead of his time. All right? Just watch some of the plays. This is against Gorman. He rolls out, throws on the run. Outstanding athlete. We were so successful because our quarterback was so good. Okay? We had a very good running back. Little short, squatty guy. Could run. Strong. We call him Uncle Duna. I don't know why we call him Uncle Duna, but we just did. 100-yard, 3-yard interception. All right? This young man should be playing on Sunday. Should have been playing on Sunday. Ahead of his time. 103-yard interception against Bishop Gorman. His son played basketball when Arborview basketball was real good. His son was a player for Arborview, Chuck Porter. Now, look at this. This is Bonanza High School, Marissa said earlier. Look at the timing of the day. It is 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday because at the time gang vibes was so bad we had to play at 9 o'clock Saturday mornings. Okay, it got that bad, all right, in Las Vegas for us. So this game is early Saturday morning. Did you notice that kid had one arm? He had a cast on. Look at our quarterback. Once again, the kid I named my son after, just outstanding. Tony Haladic. Oh, that's Chuck Porter. Basic High School, okay? Basic High School. Anybody know where Basic High School is? That was another school that was extremely far, okay, when you went. Basic, we beat Basic. We beat Gorman, we beat Shap, and we beat Basic. Watch this play. Block, ball bounces up. Once again, special team plays. All kind of things crazy happen. Watch this one of these next couple plays. Ball's gonna. Here we go. In sports, you're talking about the ball bouncing your way. Watch this here. This is crazy play. Watch this. No, not that one. It's going to hit a kid in the shoe and bounce up. And that's me, 51. Okay, now this is regular season, Basic High School. We see them again in the playoffs, the first round of the playoffs. I think this is the crazy play. Ball bounces up in the air. Look how high it bounces. All the way back to a defensive lineman. He gets the pick. Notice that kid who caught that ball, 65. Notice that. Right, everybody saw that. Ball bounced up, 65, caught it, interception. Watch it come up again. Now, this is the last game of the regular season because we lost 3 or 4 in a row. If we don't win this game, we're not in the playoffs because we underachieved. We got big-headed. We thought we were better than we really were. So we had to win our last game against Clark High School. We go to McDonald's. How many of you know where the Boulevard Mall is? Across from Boulevard Mall, there's a McDonald's. After this game, we race over to McDonald's and we have to wait for the outcome of a Gorman and somebody else game to see if we get in the playoffs. Okay? So we got to win this game, and then we need somebody else to win to get us in. So we take care of Clark. We beat Clark up pretty good that day. All right. Once again, as soon as this game is over, we all jump in our cars. We drive to the McDonald's by the Meadows Ball, hoping and praying that we get in. Fumble. We pick up the fumble. Rumble. Some of you might play Pop Warner. Steve Miller, maybe you know that name. He was big in Pop Warner football who just threw that interception. All right, now, we're in the playoffs. We play basic again. This is the Silver Bowl, the old Silver Bowl. Very hard turf, but we play all our playoff games at the Silver Bowl. Okay? All right, this is the one the Rebels play in. All our playoff games, maybe they can change that in the Rebels. All right, we can play high school games in the new stadium. All right. Now you're talking about breaking somebody's ankle. Watch this move. Both of them. Sit down. Once again, his son is the kid who played at Arborview, Chuck Porter. All right. So first round of playoffs, we beat Basic up pretty good. Okay, we have our way with Basic. All right. Now, this is what they call the zone. This is what they call the zone championship. Okay. There was only 9 high schools, so you were either Southern Zone or Northern Zone. I forgot how they broke it up, but we only had 2 divisions. Okay. And so we had north. So the team up north, and then a team down south. Okay. We had Sunrise Sunset division. That's what it was. Okay. So now. Remember, we played Chaparral in the first game of the season. All right? Now watch when we talk about these stars starting to line up. I want you to see something. When I watch... Now, we travel with our own rap group. This group is called the Raiders of Doom. They call R-O-D. They would wear Raiders gear, and how funny. We're now getting home to the Las Vegas Raiders. Listen to the song. Look. 8-6, we're up. All right, look, we're down 1 point, 2:28 left. All right, they are kicking our bum ground. Look at where they are. They're on their own 12-yard line. They're in our 12-yard line. They got just run the clock out. They try to pass at the last second. We pick it off at the 1-yard line. There's only like a minute something left in this ball game. We should be taking a knee, and they should be winning this game. Watch how far he throws this ball. He's at the 5. He steps back to the 5. He throws it. Look how far he throws this. 70 yards to a kid who's never caught a ball all season. Right? Never caught a ball all season. Now, we're down 9-8. Remember, we talked about Hollywood script, right? Hollywood script. We kick a field goal with 9 seconds on the clock. We are the Southern Zone champions. Look at that. 11-9 with 9 seconds left on the clock. Okay? Now, it gets even freakier. All right? We're up in Reno. It just snowed. Wooster High School has won the state championship 3 years in a row. Okay? This red team. They were dominant. They had kicked everybody's butt 3 years in a row in the state champion, like Gorman. Watch this. Watch this. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. Number 65 again. The ball slaps out of his hand, bounces up right to him. Now, for that play to happen, folks, you got to believe in destiny. It was destined for us to win. This kid was a kid that you would least expect to do something big like this. He wore gray and purple socks with his green uniform. We called him Butt. Don't ask me why, but we did. We should have never talked about him, but this kid, his name is Danny Brazil. He stepped up, and look at that play. The kid running behind him is a undercover cop for Metro. He went undercover in a motorcycle bike gang. Now we punch it back in. Now, watch this. This is still the deal right here. We beat Worcester, the 3-time defending state championship. We go up north in the snow, and we beat those guys. We are the state champions, folks. Now, when I talk about destiny, I didn't realize how important that was at the time. But when I became a football coach and see how hard it is to actually win a state championship, I really appreciate this 10 times more because I saw what we put in. And it wasn't all easy. I mean, the road was bumpy. If we don't win that last game in the regular season, we don't even get to this point, okay? We get to this point, we win a state championship, then I go off from there, I go to Mesa Community College in that red, go play for New Mexico Highlands, then I played in the Professional Indoor Football League for a preseason, and then I got into coaching. But my destiny, folks, because I watched that and I see those things happen, those things aren't supposed to happen to folks like me, okay? You see the ball bounce up to that kid, right? That's God. And if you believe in God, I'm sorry, I apologize. And to me, that's God making that play for us, all right? That's God helping us win a game against a team that should have crushed us, all right? You saw the interception. Kid throws a 70-yard bomb. You know, does anybody know the percentage of that play happening? Does anybody have an idea? A pass, let me give you a situation. Any pass over 40 yards is about a 15 to 20% chance of being complete. And that's at any level. Anything over 40 yards, about 15 to 20% chance of being completed. He throws that, and we pick the ball off at the 1-yard line. And we have to drive that ball 99 yards, kick that field goal, and win. And folks, that's why I am so passionate about football. That's why I'm so passionate about this classroom. All right? That's why I want to promote you guys and talk to you guys about going and doing the best you can. And don't ever let anyone tell you or let anybody make fun of you because you're smart. If they do, they're the dummies. You understand that? Be proud to be smart, folks. Be proud who you are. Go out and do those things. Be something. Every time I see a kid now, I've seen a lot of my former kids coming back, and what I'm telling them is, go do something special. Okay? Don't be just average. Go do something special with your lives. All right? All right. Hey, cut.